Alright, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So, for all the new people watching, it's another anti-bullying video, and basically I'm going to be talking about what anti-bullying stands for and why people need it and why it needs to be spread more. And also I'm going to be talking about in this video is why I chose to go down the road of anti-bullying. So, pretty much anti-bullying, people don't really know. And the opposite side of whenever people are getting bullied, on that side they need anti-bullying, and then on people on the other side where you're bullying them, obviously why would they need it? So on the defense side of whenever you're talking about people who are being bullied, on their side of they need it, you're talking about how they need to cope differently, or they're thinking of suicidal thoughts and they need to have comfort. And that's anti-bullying. Anti-bullying is just, you're causing so much like love around you that you're causing the bullies to think that they're not being affected by your insults or whatever they're throwing at you. So on that note, why do you guys believe that anti-bullying is so crucial? And some people think that it's not. Some people think that people can handle it on their own. Some people have different opinions. So if you believe that anti-bullying is very crucial, make sure you leave a comment down below. Now, on to what people believe in anti-bullying, as in what I mean by that is the fact of when people are in school and they confront the bully. I've seen this many times whenever they're afraid of the bully, and sometimes they can build up the courage to confront them and say, why do you do this? Or why, like, what did I do to you? That is a big step for most people, in the fact of you're so scared inside of yourself of this person that you don't want to talk to them. You don't want to go near them. So the fact that you can build up that courage because in your mind you believe bullying is so wrong that you can do that, that's just, you believe that anti-bullying is what you need to spread. So moving on to the why I got to choose on the road of anti-bullying. From the time I was a little kid, probably around, I would say age 5, I was bullied the whole way until age of 14. And it stopped at 14 because I started getting bulkier. I started getting bigger than all the bullies. And I mean, obviously I was still getting called fat and all that stuff. I mean, at 15 years old, you really just start pushing that stuff off, because why would you try like putting that stuff on you? But at 5 years old, I was walking into school and you would just be getting called names left and right. And then what are you supposed to process? What are you supposed to do? And the whole way, it's just constant names, this and that. I would never tell anybody about it, because I would just think that, oh, they're my friends, right? They're just playing with me. And that's what I want you guys to not do. I do not want you to make the same mistakes as I did, which I'm going to get to after this, about making this not the same mistake. Oh man, sorry about that. Making the same mistakes as I did. It's a really bad road to go down. Whenever somebody starts calling you those names and they're your so-called friend, they're not your friend. They're someone who is trying to look for someone else. They're someone who just wants to knock you down for their own self-confidence. They're someone who just doesn't want to be there for you. They're not your friend. Don't believe it. Your friend is everybody around you says, these guys are my friends. Look at them. They're all around me. Those people are there for you just to talk to you. Your true friend is someone who's there for you till the end. They're there for you, and if a bully comes up to you, they will stand up for you. That is a true friend. But on to what I was saying, why I got into it, is because it got to the time where I was getting bullied at a later age, around 12, 13, starting getting into some major trouble in school, starting going to my dad's house, and then I started getting arrested, and then that's whenever I got arrested, I got sent back to my mom's house, and I started running away. And later times than that, after everything happened, I got arrested, and then I got sent back to my mom's house. and I ran away and I got arrested at the same time. I went back to my mom's house. After a few months, everything was okay. Then we went back to our school, and this was almost a year later. We then went back to the school, and everything was okay. Everything was fine. And then people started talking to me about drugs and all this stuff because that's what they like to do. And all of a sudden, I started getting into selling drugs and all that stuff because I just didn't like people calling me names like, "Oh, you don't sell drugs. You're so stupid." And let me just pause right there, guys. Don't, if you are in a school where it's just drugs, don't just get into selling drugs because everybody else is doing it, or smoking or doing pills or anything like that because everybody else is doing it. Stay on the right path and stay on your grind because you want to do it. And back to what I was saying. So whenever I started getting into that, that's whenever I got caught selling to somebody. Then I got expelled, and whenever I got expelled, I went to an alternative education school. Then I went back, and instantly, in a snap of a finger, I feel like everybody before I went back would put a label on my forehead that I'm a druggie and I'm not worth anybody's time. Then it happened all again. I got expelled again for the same thing, almost the same thing. And then it happened again, only worse. It's a worse drug label. And then that's what happened. And that's why I got into people, like into the anti-bullying thing. Spread anti-bully awareness. It's just what you have to, it's such a big problem. People don't realize the harm that they're causing to people. If you say you go on Xbox or PS4, whatever you like to do, go on there, put on a headset, don't turn it on. Just go on there and play some Call of Duty and listen to the things that people would say to people and not have any feeling about it. Now, me, I really don't care what I mean, I do care what I say to people, not like hurting people. But if I hear you saying that, I will confront you on the mic and I will say, do you even think about what you're saying and how it affects other people? Now, that's just me. If you do it, that's amazing. You should do it. And I respect you for that. But you guys, I would really like just spread anti-bullying awareness. This is such a huge problem. People don't realize people kill themselves. People self-harm. People do drugs. I like don't do the same problems I did. I did drugs. I drank. I did pills. I ran away. I got arrested. I will save that for another video because I want to share with you bad coping mechanisms and good coping mechanisms. Please share this video and subscribe for more videos.